up, YouTube? Dead Dry here at Winnipeg Regionals. We're here with
Cody.
And you topped today?
Yeah, I topped. I went X1 Winnipeg Regionals. Ended up going 6-1 at the end of everything. Playing Burning Abyss Shaddoll hybrid thing that Billy Break innovated, and I made better.
For sure.
Okay, we'll go through it real quick.
Let's go.
It's all alphabetical, but I'll try and lay this out a little bit better. So you run 1 Sir, a 1 Sir, 3 Graph, and 3 Scarm. Billy Break's ratio, he had the right idea with it. The thing you want to do with my build is you want to go pitching Graph, searching Scarm dying, searching probably another Graph or some kind of boss play. Sir is like the worst one. You don't really want to play it, but it's just good as the 1 of 10. That's it. Everyone knows what the effects are, so I'm not going to go into too much detail.
That's fine.
The other engine cards, this is all the Burning Abyss. We'll go through Shaddolls real quick. Again, if you watched Billy's video, you guys know. 2 of everything. I was doing 2 Falco for a while, but you end up, with the play my deck does, you end up needing the second every once in a while because you will randomly mill the first Falco, and you need the second one to do a game shot play. And I'll explain why. So that's all that. And then the engine cards, 3 Curry Bandit. Again, Billy Break Theory. It's best normal summon in the deck. Even past turn 2 or 3, people are like, Curry Bandit's only good if you're going first turn 1. There's like so many times turn 3, 4, 5, 6, I go, oh, well, I searched with Scarm, Curry Bandit, and then I make a big push, summon Curry Bandit, and then get even more advantage. And then 3 Math. A lot of like Burning Abyss and Shaddoll players are only playing like 1 or 2 of their engine cards, as opposed to Tour Guide and Curry Bandit, because Curry Bandit can leave you vulnerable. Math tanks a shot and floats, and it's just a pain for people to deal with. And if they waste it out making this not float, then you probably won on the spot.
For sure.
And yeah, I'm not sure if I showed the tour guides already. No, and then I play 2 tour guides. This seems kind of random, but the idea is tour guide actually ends up being the worst normal summon. There's a lot of times where you'll search the tour guide thinking you need a boss play.
Yeah.
You end up top decking something, and you just never end up summoning it. There's numerous times in the regionals I would play this, or I would search this rather, and never play it.
Okay.
You play the 2 of because it's still tour guide. Like, and out of all the engine cards, the 3 Maths and the Curry Bandits, this is the one you never want to summon first, because if you go this, do the Dante combo, and then your opponent's like, okay, Shaddoll Fusion, you're like, yeah, I probably will.
Yes.
And then the reason why mine's better is this guy.
Okay.
Cephalon. Everyone kind of has an idea what Cephalon does. Basically, you can only summon if you have 10 or more monsters in your graveyard, which I have. I main deck 28, if you've been keeping track. It's the only light I play, if you've been keeping track, and you can only summon if you have 10 or more monsters in your deck, or in your graveyard rather. When it comes out, it essentially acts like a wolf bark. You can bring back any level 8 or higher fairy from your graveyard, negate its effect, and it becomes a 4,000 attack monster. I did a couple plays. I did 1 play earlier today that basically ended up me doing like 17 summons, ending with a Black Rose, blew up my whole field of boss monsters just to clear his 2 back row, and then I went Cephalon, bring back Construct, which happens to be a target. So Construct swinging for 8,000 per game. And then spells, Allure, 1 of his basic, Foolish, Super Poly, again, all necessary ones. Playing this in a 50+ card deck seems kind of off, because you usually run Allure to C cards, but you open a hand 20 monster deck where you're going to be like, okay, well, I have a Squamato or a Beast or a Sir or a Graph plus an engine card. You're like, okay, well, I want to see more traps or see what my plays can be. And seeing this and then triggering any Shaddoll in the graveyard or Burning Abyss basically turns this into a pot of greed. So, and then Shaddoll Fusions. And then traps. Breakthrough skill. This card's not that necessary, but I am terrified of people playing Vanity Screen. So,
okay. Yeah, that's fair.
I'll leave that card to last. The 1 Karma Cut, 3 Wing Blast. It ended up being, because this is a combo deck, you don't really want to see too many of these types of discard outlets, especially with only 7 Burning Abyss. But 4, without getting too into it, ends up you seeing it enough, not milling it too often, and you never want to mill a Curry Bandit and see like 3 of these get milled, because not only do you lose all the defense in your deck, but then you're losing mill power, right? You want to be milling shit all and stuff. That one's not really too interesting. 3 Shadow games, again. You open, I'll go over this a little bit later. Trap Stuns, probably one of the best traps in the game because you stop everything right now. And again, you preemptively do this and you push for game with Cephon or something. And Vanity's, yeah, $30 common for a reason. And then the last one, I played 2 Purser Birth. I don't think Billy was playing this, but it ends up being the best card in your deck because you can go Dante first turn, and then if you mill any Shaddoll, all of a sudden this becomes like a +1 at least, based off what the Shaddoll flip is. If you open any combination of these, plus Curry Bandit or plus Math, like, you can go, or just opening these 2 in general. Like, I made a play against someone earlier where they did a double Gear Gigant loop thing, push for a bunch of damage. I go, okay, your end phase, Shadow Games, send Skomata, send Beast, draw a card, Burst Birth, bring back Beast. My turn, flip Beast, win. So, there's like 2-card combo that ends up going like +3 or something. And it's like simple stuff like that that I can do that some people can't. But again, you do Mathematician play, you go Math, dump Skomata, dump Beast, see more cards in your deck, you got a floater on the field, plus this gets you Beast, and you just win.
That's fair. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, again, but like a lot of the ratios are pretty common sense if you watch Billy's video. He would, I don't know if running 60 for the sake of 60 is right, but he had a lot of good theory in that list. So. Again, 2 of each fusion, common sense stuff. I run 1 of each of the typical things you see when you're playing against, like, when you're playing the artifact or like just control variants of Shaddolls.
Yeah.
These are all the typical people. Some people don't play Black Rose. I made a lot of plays where I end up just forcing out this by using a Hedgehog with a Winda, searching Falco, get this, nuke the field, and then kill you because I have Cephalon. For sure. And then I never made Goyo once, but it's just there. I have a theory that Vulcan is super good, but it just never ends up happening. 6s just don't happen for some reason. And then rank 3s, Dante's overpowered.
Dante, yeah.
Alucard, that's mix smashing, it's kind of gross. And then downers. I played against 1 game against Burning Abyss, where it ended up being where he's just doing all the Dante loops. I'm making 2 Dantes. First one dies, retrieve something. Second one dies, get back the Dante to my extra deck, and then I go Alucard, pop something. This dies. Next turn, make another Alucard, pop something. It dies, get back Alucard. The turn afterwards, I went Dante, mill, combo, get the other Alucard, pop, pop, and every time these die, they just kept going back and forth. So I ended up having 15-card extra deck that turned into like a 30-card extra deck because of those. And then downwards because protecting Dante from Wing Blast is very good. And then side. Side is the only thing I would change. Nothing in the deck would change at all. Okay. Valor. I did also work on this with a buddy of mine, Mark. He gets some credit too.
Okay, for sure.
3 Valor. Valor's okay. I wanted to not lose to people just outright winning the game with some degenerate 3 or 4 card combo that they should never see, but they do. So I want to have Valor. And then against Satellanites, this is the only card that I actually like having against them, because turn 1 you stopped in the Neb loop, and then every turn after that you stop Altair, and if they choose to Nova it, because this is in the graveyard, it doesn't get destroyed, they don't get the +1 from Nova, drawing a card. So they lost 2 cards just to get the Neb. So. And then stopping Tour Guide. The whole theory with pulling the rug and stuff like that, the stop Tour Guide is okay. A lot of time I don't even stop Tour Guide because I want to see the extra deck monster, but stopping the Monarch is way more important. And a really good Burning Abyss player will be able to go Graph, bring out Skarm, whatever. Tribute for Ryza. Ryza chainlink 1 target, pulling the rug for example. Chainlink 2 Graph if it's on the field, or Sir. All of a sudden you can't pull in the rug because they constructed the chainlink, so you can't. So. Again, it's me trying to metagame the system. Folies is terrible, don't ever run this. I lost my only game today because I play 51 cards and I see this card in a Sir. No, worst card in the game. 2 Maxi again. Maxis are kind of terrible against combo decks if you don't have something to draw into, so I play the 3 Valors to combo this with. And then Maxis, yeah, I don't want you to go Lone Fire, GG. Mobiuses are okay. Mobius is, again, like, this is one of the best things to go, like, special Sir, special Graph, whatever. Tribute, Mobius, pop 2.
Yeah.
You Wing Blast this, cool. Getting rid of Burning Abyss's traps wins you the game.
Is it good for Floodgates as well?
Yeah, it's good against Floodgates. Like, this is okay against Satellanites, but I don't ever want to summon this against Satellite Monster plus back row. Because if they Nova that, then I lose on the spot.
Okay. Yep.
But again, if I'm able to construct the chain link like I just said, I can just blow them out. 1 of Puppet Plant. Siding 1 of seems terrible in 51 cards. And I never actually got to activate this, so I can't say good or bad. But Playing against specific people today didn't really understand the power of being able to overlay Downer Magician. So if I take your Dante, mill 3, set up Cephalon, and then overlay Downer in my main phase 2, and you don't get yours back. Vanish Fiend, best card in the game versus Shaddolls. I did not play 1, so doesn't really make a difference. Mind Control, Shaddolls. 2 MSC, 3, there's merit to playing 3. I play 3 traps on main, so it's okay. This card should be a 3 of, and I'll probably cut Fleece.
Yeah.
And then Reigeki. Again, if I want to be Veiloring, or if I want to max E your combo, you give me a +3 and then I Veilor a thing that kills me, I want to have also this to just kill your field and beat you.
Sure. Any shit else you want to give?
Again, Mark, buddy of mine, yeah, he's gave me so much assistance. He helped my Therio, and yeah. One thing I do want to cover, the way that this deck wins a lot of times, assuming you Shaddoll Fusion against extra deck, or even if you have it in your hand, pitch whatever to the graveyard. Very critical you do send Hedgehog effect. So you have a construct on the field. Hedgehog effect, searching you Falco. You go normal summon Falco, make a Leo, everyone knows this play. So now you're protected from most things like Burning Abyss does, but now you have these in the graveyard, get back Fusion for next turn, and then you go normal summon or special summon Cephalon, special summon this, swing for 11,100 damage. 2 cards.
GG.
Yeah. Alright, that's everything.
Congratulations on topping. Thanks for the deck profile.
No problem.